if you're
You just like to have sushi with your mates and
he doesn't
beat
even
Romanian
have a British
whores.
accent. That's just it. He truly doesn't even have a British accent. He's one of those weird. He's just one of those weird people that kind of oscillates back and forth between American and British.
It's one of the most bizarre things I've ever heard in my fucking life.
It's a very strange accent, and he also has a very obnoxious sound to his voice. A very obnoxious cadence is really. It's rough on the ears, especially when it's like a 2.5 hour long podcast.
Did you listen to a 2.5 hour long
I had no
podcast
idea who this.
Tate?
I had no idea who this man was. I even had to write down because I don't remember everything about him. So he claims his dad is in the CIA. That was interesting.
Do you maybe think he's a glowy?
Here's what I don't understand. So I looked into this for an hour. I truly couldn't take much more. But in that hour, I learned that he is accused of several things. So he's accused of human trafficking.
Okay.
He's accused of being a misogynist, which I think is true based on the videos I've seen, but also maybe untrue if he's an actor. So if he's an actor and this is just some elaborate kind of prank, then perhaps he doesn't really feel this way about women, about the New World Order, whatever it is that he kind of drones on and on about in that horrible voice.
Does he talk about the New World Order?
Yeah, he's brought it up before. Yeah, he talks about the superiority of men over women in a way that is so he's so sure of himself, which I find him to be very funny when he does this, by the way, that he doesn't, but he also doesn't make any intellectual point. So I'm like, you by example are not showing the superiority. You could make a case for it if you were a chess grandmaster / CIA agent like you purport that your dad was. But I couldn't find any photos of his dad. I found a Wikipedia article that was somewhat extensive, but I didn't find any photos of him. Which I'm not saying that's impossible. Most people that work for the CIA don't exactly have their names blasted across the internet, so it's very possible. But it is a little interesting that I've never heard about this guy before, and then I suddenly discover him, and he has millions of likes on photos on his Instagram. He has a huge following, seemingly out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know where it is exactly that he came from and why I'm seeing his name everywhere now, but from what I can gather, he's some sort of a low-level Jordan Peterson for the broy, perhaps lesser intelligent man.
Yeah.
What's your take on him?
So I think his popularity is due to the fact that his Hustlers University. Have you heard of this?
I think I heard him bring that
University.
up in an interview. Yeah.
So you join Hustlers University. I think you get like a Discord link, and then you get sent to, they just teach you how to make money, passive income on this Discord server. You go on there, you get a Discord link, you learn how to, Bitcoin mine or some shit. And but you get like $25 for every referral you give to Hustlers University.
Oh, so it's also a pyramid scheme.
It's a pyramid scheme. So what you do is you then create an Andrew Tate meme account. And then you put your referral code in the meme account. And then you get a video of Andrew Tate talking about how it's gay to drink, still water. Or it's only homos like sushi. And then you have a billion videos of that.
Does he have a vendetta against sushi?
Yeah, he has literally a video talking about how sushi's gay.
Well, that's how you know he doesn't actually have any money.
Well, that's the other thing. Is his whole claim is that, because he has money, he's somehow like the dopest dude on earth. But we all know people who have money can be very boring.
Yeah.
And lame.
Here's the thing. I don't buy it with the money. It's if anything, it's new money. If anything, it's all very new income. Here's what it is. If he had real money, he'd, pretend to have an autoimmune disease like Lyme's disease.
Yeah.
If he had real money, it would not be this. This would not be his beat if he had real money.
Yeah.
Truly. If he had real money, he would sit happily, quietly in his home, tucked away in some remote, rich neighborhood like Kennebunkport, Maine or something. And he would just, have a live-in maid, a chef, and not ever have to leave his house for much of anything. If he had real money, that would be an option. Not necessarily what he would do, because a lot of people with real money do also have egos, and they very much have a stake in having an online personality. But I just don't even truly buy that he has money. Because anyone that says they don't like sushi, immediate red flag. Anyone that's...
Sushi's delicious. It's not just that, though. It's like he'll make a video where it's like... it's these arbitrary. That's the thing, though. It's like all these arbitrary rules to be a man. Like, and also he loves to make videos of him, you know, beating the shit out of Romanian prostitutes and shit.
What?
And like
Wait,
a
are you
hotel in
serious?
London. Yeah, did you not see the?
I thought you were kidding.
No,
He really.
no. There's some horrific videos of him like
Wait,
slapping.
what?
It's either
He's
him. Here's the other thing. He has like a twin brother who looks exactly like him but with hair.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, it's creepy as fuck. And they go on their podcast together, and the twin brother, and they're always like, "What?
So they're identical.
Oh, dude, look it up. What's the brother's name? Christian Tate or some shit." But like, there's a video. It's either of him or his twin brother like slapping the fuck out of like this woman. You know,
Like Ezra Miller style.
Ezra Miller style.
Well, here's what bothers me about him. It really bothers me when men with really bad jawlines decide to say what masculinity is, right?
He does have a shit jawline.
With very feminine jawlines, a receding chin for a man that's very bad, right?
Yeah, yeah. He's
Not always. It can actually look good, but on him it's very, very not masculine. So you can tell there's obviously he's trying to make up for a lack of masculinity. And here's the other thing. Like, I don't want to be unsympathetic, right? So I don't know if this man has a severe brain injury. I don't know if he, you know, got dropped on his head by his catatonic mother.
He's been in 87.
While his dad was doing a psyop in some foreign country. I don't know what was happening in his household. I don't know what his upbringing was. I don't know if he got, you know, beat in the head with a baseball bat. And that determined that he was just going to be a stain on society later in life. I don't know what happens. I don't want to be unsympathetic. But when I watch some of these videos, I could tell there's like a smirk in his eye, kind of in the way that Jerry Seinfeld, whenever he would act, you could always see him smiling a bit. Because he was probably the weakest actor on the show, but it didn't matter because he was so funny that it didn't matter. But you could tell he was kind of smirking. There's a little bit of a smirk in, I keep forgetting his name, Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate's eyes when he always wears sunglasses, right, so as to deflect from whatever it is that he really thinks another poor fashion move on his part because he can't pull it off.
So he claims the reason he wears sunglasses is because he's had his retinas detached in kickboxing matches like 3 times, and he's very light sensitive. But the thing is for someone, he's like a kickboxing French
so he does have
kickboxing world champion.
That's right. That's why I thought he had brain damage. In addition to everything
that's the thing.
He says.
For someone who's been in like over 80 kickboxing matches, the guy's extremely poignant. So I'm like
poignant.
Well, I mean, not poignant. He could talk well.
Eloquent?
Eloquent. That's the word I'm looking for.
But he's
poignant
neither.
Poignant means he makes sense, right?
John is like deeply touched. He's looking at Andrew Tate's ethos as like a Pablo Neruda poem. It's very poignant.
Eloquent for someone who's supposedly been hit in the head so hard.
Far from eloquent. He's
not eloquent. He talks a lot and he talks quick.
He's
very convincing. He's convincing.
No, he isn't.
He's extremely convincing.
Are you a fan?
I'm a huge fan.
Are you a
I'm
closeted
huge
fan of Andrew Tate?
No. But he talks well. He talked pretty. You know what I mean?
He talked good.
He talked good. He talks good for a guy who's apparently been hit in the head so hard he's had his retinas detached or some shit.
Well, it's very obvious there's been some sort of brain injury, right? That's whether he's pretending, right, to believe in the things that he's believing in, or whether he really means them. Either way, there's probably some sort of brain injury, because to have the desire to LARP as some sort of fringe guy is kind of an indicator of mental illness, whether that be, you know, histrionic personality disorder, narcissistic, whatever you want to diagnose that as. He's a walking plague to society, right? Easily. That being said, he's very funny. That being said, some of the shit that comes out of his mouth is very funny. But then when you tell me that he's actually assaulted a woman, then that makes me think it's not fake.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know.
I keep forgetting that because he's been on all these shows that I'm like, oh, he can't be. He's just like he makes Milo Yiannopoulos look like, you know, Mother Teresa. And
God, that's a great point.
Right? I mean, like, kind of like you look at him and you're like, why did we even get mad at Milo?
Jesus Christ.
And the results of it, honestly, is kind of hilarious content. I have to be honest. It kind of made me laugh in a way that a lot of comedy specials aren't making me laugh. But it made me wonder, I'm like, are people watching him ironically?
If we found out the woman he was slapping around in the video was like an actor. And
right.
And like if he came out was like, all this is fake, he pulled like a Nathan Fielder on everybody.
That would be brilliant.
Be like, it just Shia LaBeouf,
which I wouldn't rule out.
GIF.
I wouldn't rule that out, actually, because he does kind of seem like a performance artist. Not to give him any credit. creative mind or
Sacha
anything.
Baron
But
Cohen, he just shaved his head.
dude, it kind of would be, dude. That's just it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, is this Borat 3? Because it's way better than the
Honestly,
second.
that would be a great move for him.
It would be a great
MRA
move.
guy.
Yeah, he gets surgery on his jawline to make it more feminine, and just to commit to this role. But what was the ultimate? What was the thing that made him big? Was there a moment? Was there a viral moment? Stu, you probably know this.
The first big popular video I saw him in was that video where he was being interviewed by that British woman, and they were like going on a date, and he was like, I believe women should go to church, and
Okay.
and
Play
you're a
it. Can we
whore.
play this?
You're a whore. Look up Andrew Tate interview and be like, what if you make an OnlyFans, I should get some of the money.
Oh right, I saw that in a compilation.
Yeah.
But see, I thought that was him just doing a bit.
By the way, I've developed this Andrew Tate impression over the past few weeks, and it's now just coming out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Money isn't real. If you know what you have, you don't have much. Once you reach a certain level of money, you don't even know what you have, and you certainly don't own what you have. Outside
guys that wear
entities
these,
which
like,
you may have
tight
taken own what you
shirts.
have. People who have a lot of
Biceps.
money understand. It's very difficult for me to even say how
He
much
also has
money
no
I have
shoulders,
having
dude. You could tell why he is the way he is.
Well,
The lack of a jawline. It's the lack of the shoulders. It really psychologically
he
damages
has
a man. I
all that matters
understand.
is he
I
has an extra
sympathize.
chromosome.
What do you mean by that?
He's retarded.
Some bad dates. How do you think you've done on the date?
I don't really give a shit. I'm not gonna lie, bruv.
Where
That guy's
are
cool.
the decent men? Not in my DMs, that's for sure.
You get me? I feel like I'm rolling with the man then. What's going on?
Man,
What is this?
Everything's so weird in England.
The man is the woman who's trying to sell herself to you.
I mean,
I've
the
had a bunch
glasses are so
of difficult
tragic.
situations in my life. I'm not intimidated. Leave it at that. We'll see how it goes. I would say I'm pretty confident, overall. Yeah, I think confidence is born from adversity, right? Everything that doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Can Cheyenne ask you whatever she likes?
Anything she likes, find the most difficult question on the planet, tell her to throw her question card away.
I want to interview him and ask him if he'll punch me in the face.
He will. He'll be like, you want me to? You couldn't handle 30% of my punching power. He'd be like,
I'm not scared of her.
oh, look at him. He's already talking
I'll
about
tell
fighting
him,
in the
like,
cage.
listen, I really want to get some crypto ads.
He's
Will
gonna be
you
like,
please
yeah.
sock me in the face?
He's a Russian intelligence asset. That's the thing. That's why he's trying to sell so much
we
crypto.
can't just accuse people of being assets,
Allegedly.
John.
Alleged
if
by
anyone's
me.
going to accuse anyone of being an asset on my podcast, it's going to be me.
Okay, listen. I'm going to start accusing people. No, I've looked into you a little bit. Okay?
What have you looked into? What are you? Why are you doing a Robert De Niro impression? What's with the squint?
You know.
Hi.
Really nice.
What's up with this
Thank you.
idiot's
Let's
thing?
do
He's
two
worn this
kisses.
suit. This is a travel suit, by the way, which I hate. I hate travel suits.
Anyone who just casually a man that dresses in all white, there's a problem.
Cheyenne Reynolds, if you're doing this house.
Cheyenne Reynolds. We're gonna do official.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Cheers.
Didn't Michaela Peterson date him?
I think she's.
Michaela
attractive
Peterson
woman.
went to his house and they had a conversation, and it's been like memed a million times.
Did they date?
I don't think they dated. I wouldn't doubt
Stu
it,
would
though.
know. Stu, you're in love with Michaela Peterson.
Yeah.
Did they date?
Finally.
Yeah, I heard they fucked.
Do you like Michaela? Do you listen to her podcast? Be honest.
Stu has a little. You have a shrine to Michaela Peterson in your closet,
We're
like
just-
that Hey Arnold
we're just-
episode, like the bubblegum shrine.
Megan Kelly's
Kelly?
this girl. That's right.
That's cool. I respect that. What's
What's
this idiot's
I
name?
certainly prefer her to Michaela Peterson and her various autoimmune
I just
diseases.
have a feeling she's a
John,
stinky
she does
woman.
not smell.
Allegedly,
She looks
by me.
great. I'm not gonna diss
She
her on her
only eats
looks.
meat. Imagine if I only ate meat. I already smell bad.
Okay, I don't think you smell bad, John.
Okay.
I'm not like sniffing, but I don't think you smell bad. Your mom tattoo would indicate otherwise, but I do like the mom tattoo. You know what it reminds me of? It looks just like I wish.
Everybody
I
thought it
could
was
zoom in on
fake when I got it.
I actually really do like the tattoo. You know what it reminds
I
me
love
of?
my mommy.
Is Date My Mom. Remember
that?
that show on MTV, Date My Mom?
No,
You never watched Date My Mom?
I didn't watch a lot of MTV growing
Did you
up.
ever watch Date My Mom? Okay, Room Raiders was for the intellectually challenged. Date My Mom was a fun time for all.
Is it somebody dating their mom?
Fuck Andrew Tate. I don't want to platform this freak of nature.
You know,
Can we?
I just think women should.
Get it out of your system. Do your
Sorry,
accent.
I just-
No, it's okay. It's okay,
I gotta
John.
think
I
so.
want.
You're a Romanian whore, and you're gonna do what I say, right? So Sushi's gay, and because in bubbly water.
Does he
if
stutter?
Yeah, Well, I feel like I don't know. That just adds legitimacy to
It does,
anything I
yeah.
do. So I don't know.
It's a pretty good accent.
Bubbly water.
Go to YouTube, type in "Date My Mom." This is very important. This is very, very important. Now, Date My Mom was a staple in early 2000s MTV
This is fun. I like this.
lore.
I
What?
like this. We're having like a fun night.
Well, now
Usually
now
we're
it's
like-
unfun.
No, it's fun. Turn on. Fun.
Nothing to take you out of the moment, like someone
Fun.
telling you how it's going.
Well, you're the one with you've been a stick in the
Do
mud.
you
Look,
stop
she's
in the
doing
middle of
karate.
sex and tell the girl that you're really having a
Yeah,
great
I go,
time?
listen, I go,
Do you
hey,
stop in the
I
middle
go,
and
I
you
go,
say,
I
hey,
go,
this
oh
is
my
a really
God.
great time
You know, I
I'm
love
having.
this. I go, you enjoying this? He looks like the fucking guy from Breaking Bad.
Hell yeah, here we go. Dude, this was prime
they're-
television.
Not guys who think they're hot.
Oh, he's gay. I can't.
I'm 49.
I'm Josh and I'm 21 and we're gonna win because we're
That
It's
guy's
like
21.
They look like magicians.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I've been married for 28 years and I have 4 great kids.
Oh wow. Okay,
I
buddy.
used to be a go-go boy so I can dance.
A go-go
listen,
boy?
and
I'm
any
still a
position you'd
go-go
like me to
boy.
be in.
I'm a proud mother.
Oh
Yes, I'm
wow.
into bondage. And if this boy picks
Can you turn
me,
up the TV mic
I'll show him
slightly?
Freaky. I hope these other moms are ready to get spanked.
All right.
Okay.
My
What?
ass hurts.
I love his music.
This is gonna be stellar. Bring on mom number 1.
Tell them that we're not the stereotypical family, you know, we're the Bundys, the Osbournes, Roseanne.
The
all into
Bundys?
one.
All into one. You got it.
I love early 2000s like Arcade Fire,
Vinny
like
doesn't even-
that
Arcade
era, like
Fire.
of fashion.
I do not like Arcade Fire.
You don't like Arcade Fire?
No.
I'm saying like that era.
Name it.
This wasn't Arcade Fire is like 2012.
Post punk fashion. It's the way these people
Are
dress.
you talking about 2012? This is like 2002.
No, that's not 24. I'm
Arcade
talking
Fire?
like 20. I'm talking like 2008.
Well, why not?
Nah.
What do you want me to tell him?
Early 2008. It's the fun moments are gone.
The second troop surge.
Kind of ends at like 2006.
Yeah.
Really like 2003. Really 9/11.
Look at this big fucking house they live in.
Hi, I'm Diana.
I'm Jeremy.
Look at those bootcut
Oh yeah,
jeans.
everyone had like a really like
Vintage cards, so we're going
kind of like a badly decorated, extremely
Yeah.
big Tuscan home
Yeah,
back then.
he has like a mod haircut.
Yeah, he looks like
Yeah.
a coconut.
Bone him.
Yeah, he's really. Oh wow. Yeah, this stuff was really big, like hot rods and like Guy Fieri.
This is kind of an interesting episode. I kind of don't remember it
She's a 69.
being this
My
way.
favorite year.
Got a shirt that
I don't like this
referred to
episode.
as-
Let's go to a different episode.
Yeah, I want a straight episode. Sorry,
What do you mean straight episode?
I don't know.
Go down. Let's find a real winner here.
Yeah,
Go
give me-
down. 50 Cent. I mean, why do they do this with the celebrities? It could
I
have
would
been a great episode.
love
That's 3.2
if
million
50 Cent
views.
dated my mom.
Go down a little bit. Okay, you know what? Go to that top one, not above 50 Cent. Yeah, go to that.
This one?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Das ist Bruce. Er ist auf der Suche nach seiner
What the
Traumfrau.
fuck?
Könnte sein, dass er
Buddy,
sie heute findet.
You gotta go on.
Zuerst hat er 3 Dates
Where's the
mit
good
3
stuff?
Moms.
What was that website? It was like more loose than
Go to a
YouTube,
different
but it
one.
was still YouTube.
Vimeo, Daily
Like Vimeo,
Motion.
Daily Motion. Daily Motion's where you find like full episodes of this.
Y-
Easily.
Yeah, you find
Yeah.
full episodes of this and like softcore porn.
Yeah, you find like softcore porn, this like a weird snuff video shot in Syria.
Right.
Like yeah.
and then
Daily
like
Motion's cool.
everyone's documentaries that they don't think anyone will ever see
yeah,
that they
some-
created.
tons of student films.
Yeah, a lot
It's
of
like-
people that like wanted to be a photographer for 6
Yeah.
months and they're like, this was my big
I love my favorite thing about like amateur documentaries is it's always everyone's first inclination is to just interview the weird guy in their town.
right.
Ever notice that?
Well,
There's
yeah,
like a
because
million documentaries where it's like that one weird guy in town. Everyone's like, I'd like to know more about him.
well, but those were always more interesting, I find, than most of the
I mean, yeah, for
documentaries that we
sure.
get pumped out
Subcultures
of the
of
lab
one are
here.
amazing.
Here we go.
Let's get it,
He'll only
baby.
have his impressions of their moms to figure out who's
Look at those skunk highlights. What a staple of the early 2000s.
I love the striped polo shirts.
Lovely. And give me a puka shell necklace. Give me like
Dude, oh, there we go. Hey.
Look at that. Look at that tattoo.
His name's Stone.
How can we zoom in on your tattoo?
I'll figure it
We
out.
have no capabilities technologically here.
Is he sunning his asshole?
Made my decision. How wrong is that? I love my car and I love shopping. I have a
What
weakness
music
for
do you listen
sunglasses.
to?
That's why I always keep a dozen on
What a crazy thing to ask me,
I just
John.
realized-
What
I
a
saw- well, I saw
wild
you-
thing to
I saw
ask
you
me.
bob your
And why
head to
did you
rock.
and why did you say
And
it
I was
so
like-
accusatory?
And then for a second, well, that's the thing. 'cause
You were
I
very
don't picture you
accusatory.
listening to music. I
I
picture
like
you as-
ska.
I've told you what?
It's not my favorite, but I
I've
like
told
it
you
a
this
lot.
millions of times. I think you're made in a lab. But like, the
You
thing
think I'm
is,
made in a lab?
Yeah, I can't picture you listening to music.
You think I'm a sociopath?
A little bit. I think you
Oh
get in
my
your car.
God.
I think you get in your car and you turn the radio on, or like you turn it on, and it just sounds like a Russian number station. It's just like 7, 8, 5,
It's
3,
telegrams.
4. Yeah, and then you're just like, oh, this is a banger.
Listen, you're not wrong. What it is I just play Revolution 9 backwards in my car. Every single Revolution 9 is a Beatles song.
Oh.
People say that if you
I
play
thought
it
it was Helter
backwards,
Skelter.
that too.
Stu?
What would
Stu's
Stu know about it?
You're not an otter. You're not hairy enough. Do you have a chest hair, Stu? That fucking sucks, man.
You just made him reveal that on here
Wow.
casually.
Can you grow a beard? Damn, brother, that blows. God.
It's so it's so condescending.
Jesus.
Good, nice to meet you. My name's Stone. Stone, I'm Janelle.
He has a shirt that says "Chicks Dig Me."
Go. Let's go. Get
Dude, look at the
15
board
15
shorts.
minutes.
Look at the
Get a
board
little
shorts.
further into this.
Oh my God! Look at the board shorts.
Let's go. Janelle rocks.
Amazing.
Yeah, just go in the
The
middle.
Audi A3.
So they would have to choose an activity, right? So the mother would have to
Wait,
choose.
that guy's straight.
They would have to choose activities to do with the mothers. Some people would go skydiving. Some people would do like a dinner.
I like hot guys.
I would hunt
My mom's
pigs.
gonna win today because she's cool,
Yeah,
she's
we're going
fun,
boar
and she's
hunting
got
today.
a green
It's gonna be really
fat
horrific.
ass.
What?
I would kill pigs. No, I wouldn't even hunt boar. I would be
What
like,
are you
we're going to a
talking
slaughterhouse.
about?
That's the activity I'd pick.
I'm number 3.
I go, we're
Slaughtering
gonna
an
go to a
animal?
slaughterhouse. We're gonna kill 300 pigs.
Sometimes
today.
I wonder if I just chose like an axe murderer to help me co-host my podcast.
No.
That's funny.
What am I gonna find out about you,
Imagine
John?
that. You have the Anton Sugar.
Christ
thing,
almighty.
gun.
Yeah, I'll cattle prod you.
Dude, if you cattle prod me, that'd be fucked up, dude.
You would enjoy it.
No, I wouldn't.
It'd be like a cool story
Devin-
for you.
Yeah, I got cattle prod. Like,
It'd be a great story for you to tell posthumously.
I was electrocuted to death by my co-host, podcast co-host.
Like that scene in Beetlejuice when they've all just kind of like left their bodies, but they're not quite in
I don't
their
remember
destination yet.
Anything about that?
Beetlejuice
movie.
was a phenomenal movie, and it was critically lauded, but still not enough in my
I'm
opinion.
glad you've got jeans on because we're gonna
Oh,
go ride
Puka
in
Shell.
Mechanical Bull.
Here we go.
Hell yeah.
Here we are.
Hell yeah.
Are you serious?
That guy's cool. He's got like a 70s vibe.
I know. He's got that dazed and confused
Yeah.
kind of look.
He's like, I'm that. I watched that 70s show. It just came out.
What's your son's name?
Yeah.
Jason.
Where, these are always shot in like Albuquerque or Santa Fe.
Were they?
I don't know. I have a feeling. Where else do you find a
I think
fucking
you just
mechanical
saw
bull?
that this episode was shot in Albuquerque or Santa Fe. And then
I
you've
made
never
that
even
up.
heard of this show.
I never, but I feel like those are the towns they would do it in.
You ever go on a mechanical bull?
I've never, but I think I'd be able to last a long time.
I think you should never, because I think if you ever got on one, you'd never get off.
What do you mean?
I just
'Cause
think
my-
you'd like it too much.
Are
I
you
think
saying I like being bucked by a big thing?
that, and then you like attention, and everyone looks at you when you're on it.
I would like to do the slow one where they start at the beginning, because then I just look real. I'd be like, yeah.
Oh, really?
I do. And
You
then
want a
and
wind
then-
blowing in your face?
Yeah, I want the wind. I'd look like Fabio.
Oh, Fabio?
Fabio.
So they're very Italian. It's Fabio.
Oh shit.
Remember when he was in Roseanne? Fabio guest
No.
starred in Roseanne. Great
Remember when
episode.
a duck hit him in the face
No.
on a roller coaster? He was hit by a goose.
Oh,
He was on a roller coaster, got hit by a goose. It could have ruined his career.
poor goose.
Tell me all about him.
His end goal in life is to be a club
Let's go
owner,
to the
but
very
he went
end
to
where they
school,
choose
first
who's
moved
going to
down
be.
here after high school, right after high school. After
Yeah,
he finally
choose
came
which.
out.
Who's
Did he
the
know
supreme
sooner?
alpha
He
gay?
did know sooner.
Well,
And then
really,
I
who's the
remember
supreme alpha
after
mom?
that, you know, it was like I cried.
Here at the beach today, so I
See, it would always be tragic because sometimes they'd pick someone who was the least good looking of the three, and you could just see the dread in their eyes when they chose the wrong
I
one.
think everybody's pretty decently good looking.
No, I know, but sometimes they would, they would pull some sort of parlor trick on us where they would just have somebody who's just radically not as good looking as the other two, and you'd be like, and you could see the disappointment in their eyes, and they'd still air it.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do that today.
These are some old moms.
Thanks for tasting my chicken. You are truly a classy mama.
The chicken was so.
I love
Jody,
this
you got
show.
bigger balls than I do, outdoing me on that mechanical bull. You
I was a latchkey kid. I would watch
got
like 7
big.
of these in a row.
Oh, you're a latchkey kid?
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Pick a guy. Janelle.
The TV raised me, and my mother. I mean, my mom is great, but I did also. I loved the television.
To date someone whose job is to find and fix my flaws. I'm sorry, Janelle. I do not want to date your son.
I'm sorry, Stone, but you lose. Meet my wonderful son, Seth.
I would love these very scripted kind of reveals where they would get out of the limo all suave.
Oh, look at him. Dude, that's the gayest thing I've ever seen in my life, how he got out of that car.
I liked it.
Now that's what I call love handles. Rosa.
Oh, yeah, they would say some really crazy shit about your appearance.
Like, you got big ears,
Yeah,
bitch.
they could never get away with that now.
Your house rules. Rosa, I'm sorry. I do not want to date your son.
That sucks. It's your loss. Now meet my handsome son.
He's going to be so hot. He's going to be so hot. Hell yeah, I was right. I knew it, dude. That Latin spice. Look at this guy. Dreamboat. It's like a gay Zac Efron. Gorgeous.
I think I messed
Jason
up.
definitely needs a little more direction with his career, but I can't help but admire that your relationship with him is so close to the one that I have with my mother. Jody, I want to date your son.
Stone, I knew you would pick my son.
He's going to be 900 pounds.
So much
He's going to be 900 pounds.
No.
Jason.
Oh,
This is
no.
all right.
No, he's good looking.
Dude, I love
All
this
right.
trance music. Hell yeah. Whoa. Oh, my God. Wow. Jesus Christ. Whoa, they're making out.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, that's easy.
Yeah.
I know I'm gay, but not that gay.
Thank God for small favors.
TV was so
What?
much more wholesome back then. Even with this,
Yeah.
there's something more wholesome about it.
Let's watch Room Raiders.
Even with how scripted it is. No, that's for idiots.
Let's watch
Room
watch
Raiders.
the episode of MTV Cribs where they do Chris Pontius's van.
I did watch Room Raiders occasionally. What is it?
The episode of MTV Cribs where they do Chris Pontius
Oh,
and
dude,
he's
if
living
we're
in
going
his
to do
van.
MTV Cribs, we're playing the classic episode, and I hope you know which one that is.
Aaron Carter.
No, dude, Mariah Carey.
I don't remember that at all.
Are you kidding me?
Who was the dude who had like 3 real dolls in his
Look
bedroom?
at them. They're
like a
literally
rock
making out. Our big mistake was not going to the very end of Meet My Mom. Go down. There's one at the very bottom. That one.
That's next.
Oh, that's next. I hated next.
Next sucked. Next was
Thank
weird.
you.
It was always
It was
like
bad. You're
you
always
got boogers dripping from your face and you got a big fat pussy. See ya.
That's
that, would
kinda
be
great.
that would be next.
Actually, in retrospect, that's kind of great. God, I miss this era.
Hi, my name's Tim.
I wonder if I like this better just because of the nostalgia I feel personally, or because it genuinely was better content. But I do think it was better content. I think there was something about it that it captured just an essence and a time. That
I was just watching South Park when this was on. Look at the fucking German subtitles we have on this one.
I love that.
Ich habe Roch.
Even though I knew this time was
Ich tue es ungern.
I
Aber ich
know you
muss.
speak perfect German, John.
Ach.
Noff.
Why are you just doxing me left and right?
Oh, but you're saying your last name is doxing you?
Yeah, it's a very uncommon last name.
You love me saying your last name. You want them to know who you are.
I don't. It's
You want me to
crazy.
say your name? Well, like people don't know your name.
Yeah.
Dude, the moms have, or you know, they're kind of.
Yeah, is
They're
there
kinda
one
hot.
episode where it's like, Kathy, you know what? I want to fuck you. I don't want to fuck your daughter. And then they do that.
I'm sure that that's happened.
Meet my beautiful daughter, Kelly.
Damn, look at the R&B.
Hello, Kelly.
He's like,
welcome,
ew.
Kelly.
Ew.
Oh my
Damn,
god.
relax there, buddy.
Oh
He's
my
like-
god.
I didn't pick you. Carmen.
What did he say?
He's like, I didn't pick you. I don't know. He sounds Puerto Rican.
Tiffany, but when you said she wasn't athletic, kind of ruined it for me. Because she's so girly, I do not want to date your daughter.
Sorry for your luck, punk. Now meet my daughter, Tiffany.
She's gonna be wicked hot. I just have a feeling. Oh.
You know, everyone's pretty. Everyone looks great when they're
Look at
young.
his eyes.
That's something Devin's mom told me.
What?
Everyone looks great when they're young.
It's not true.
It's true.
When they're young?
Yeah.
It's not true. There's a lot of uggos out there, John.
You know, they're going to look worse when they get older.
Not always.
You know, the guy from River Monsters. You ever watch that?
No.
Great Discovery Channel show. You should watch that next.
Flaming Lips song. Great song. Oh, Match Made in Heaven.
Yeah.
He knew he made the right choice.
He was like, we're keeping it, you know.
What's this weird hug? She's like 10 feet taller than him.
Yeah. She's
Holy
like, wow, what's
shit.
up, my short king?
John, if we ever see you on the street, we're gonna kick you in the jaballs. Jahan, you don't like my moody face? Wait till you see my face when I'm kicking your ass.
Oh my
Okay.
God. Oh my
Everyone's
God.
just like, they just
Oh my
assault
God.
Jahan.
They're all making out. Like
oh, they're
you
gonna run on the
said.
beach together? Fuck yeah, dude.
The Avril Lavigne song. It's a great time for television.
Dude, that's hilarious. You know these songs.
Dude, you watch this. You do a little Laguna Beach as a nightcap. It's a good life. It's a good life.
You know, my grandma grew up in Laguna Beach.
Grandmother?
Mhm.
She know Elsie and Steven
Yeah, she
and
knew.
Kristen Cavallari.
She thought she was going to get sent to an internment camp during World War II because she was German.
Oh,
Yeah.
and now she's living in in a beachside resort.
She's dead, but
Okay. Well, her spirit is alive.
her spirit's
through,
alive. Love you,
through-
Nana.
through
You know,
those-
I just remember being like, yeah, they're taking all the Japanese, and I just thought I was next. And I was like, geez, you're lucky you weren't.
They thought they were gonna come scoop her up at her
She's like,
lovely
"Woo!"
beachside estate.
It wasn't that nice back then. It was the 50s.
live
It was
by
like
the
a working
water.
class, you know.
Listen.
The water was seen as a desolate place back then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all those Elvis movies, like Beach, was it Clam Bake and stuff, all those things.
It was
they were
bad
actually,
to live on a
yeah,
coast.
they
I
were
don't think there was ever a
warnings.
time in the human history where it was bad to live by a
It was-
coast.
It was a warning against the desolation of a beach.
What
That's all
was?
those happy videos in the 50s, dudes dancing and stuff, and like on the beach, Beach Boys.
Oh, interesting.
Those were all warnings.
Interesting.
Stay away.
Okay,
Yeah.
Good to know. I'm glad everyone.
It's an
everyone
environment-
took those very seriously and
Yeah.
charged $30 million for a home next to the water.
Look, have you been to Laguna Beach?
No, I would like to. I've actually
We
never
should
been
all
to
just
Orange
go
County.
down there. It's great. You've been to Orange County.
I've
There's no way you
truly
haven't
never
been.
been to Orange County.
It's like 30 minutes away.
I've never been to San Diego either.
What?
I know.
What the fuck are you doing?
I know.
Go down there.
Okay, let's go. Let's
All right,
make
all of
it-
us should go to Laguna
we'll
Beach.
make
There's a great
day of
soft
it.
serve place.
Oh, good. That's why I'll go for the soft
yeah.
serve.
Yeah, you and Devin are be like, no added sugar, and I'm just like, I'm gonna be enjoying myself, my cones.
Yeah, you're just gonna make sure they all know your name at the whatever shack
Yeah.
we end up at.
There's
Yeah.
great food in Laguna. It's actually, honestly, it's actually kind of a stunning town. There's some very big hills next to
I don't
it.
trust your food opinions since our last
I have a
conversation.
great opinion on food. I
A
know-
great opinion. Yeah, you
and
might
that-
have one.
I have a great opinion on food. It's that Italian food's garbage. ethnic
We're not
food.
getting back into this because I'll leave the room. I will literally leave the room.
I can make a bolognese that'll blow your fucking socks off.
Yeah, you
That's
talk about
crazy.
it all the
I haven't
time, your
made this
bolognese.
yet.
Unsolicited one time, John just gave me like an entire recipe for a
Yeah,
bolognese
this
and
is how
like
you make
fully
the
expected
bolognese.
me to make it. And then the next day, like
You literally
checked
asked
in,
me.
texted me and said, "Hey, did you make the bolognese that I gave you the recipe to completely unsolicited?"
Ida comes to me and goes, what should I do with all this ground turkey? And I said, well, you should make a bolognese out of it.
I
and
bought
then-
ground turkey because I'm like, I got to figure out something to do with ground
Yeah,
turkey. So I started eating ground turkey.
Yeah, it's the easiest rest. It's the easiest. Well, it takes like 5 hours, but it's easy.
Okay.
Most of
Takes
it's like
5 hours.
Yeah, most of it's cooking.
Dude,
you know?
forget it.
That's great.
Chipotle it is again.
Fucking
Once again.
Nimrod.
No way. Let's go to Eliminate. You remember Eliminate?
What was the
This
one we were
was a-
gonna do though? What were we gonna do?
We're gonna
next?
do next, but
Oh,
Eliminate.
we'll do Eliminate. Yeah.
Eliminate it wasn't MTV, but it was truly top tier trash television. Oh, never mind. It's literally porn. Okay, wow. But it was on like NBC,
on,
and I would see this when I was like 9 years old. I
Turn
would see this on
oh,
television.
Cheaters, dude. Did you ever watch Cheaters with Joey Greco?
No, but
Oh my god.
oh, you know what? That would come on. That was the trashiest shit
yes,
of all time.
it was the best. Look
It
up
was like-
Cheaters with Joey. Dude, you know about Cheaters, Stu?
It wasn't on MTV, was it?
Joey Greco's so sick. Remember the episode where Joey got stabbed on the boat?
Do I remember a specific episode of Cheaters? No, I do not.
So good. He's always like, "What are you doing?"
Cheaters full episode. What is this?
Yeah,
It looks
Jamie
like a mystery.
Isaacs.
Struggles with doubts about her boyfriend and their long-distance relationship.
This
Joey
is so
Joey Greco
creepy.
is that dude who put the ad on
and her
Craigslist that's
sanity.
like, "I'm looking to
Jamie
eat someone."
seeks answers from the experts at Cheaters.
Worried about her
I love the
boyfriend's
massage
truancy
therapy
with
music.
regard to their relationship.
The infomercial music.
Oh, it really does look like an
I was kind of
infomercial.
reluctant at first. You know, I've been cheated on before. I was in a relationship. Was
Is
married
this like
for
an,
5
they
years.
put out like an
Isaacs.
ad on Craigslist. They're like, listen, if you're okay with being cheated on
Yeah.
for a televised segment.
Well, it was all scripted.
all of it was
Yeah,
scripted.
it was
Date, my
all
mom was
scripted.
scripted.
Yeah.
I think the trick to reality TV is you just have to make it scripted because if you just rely on people's sheer ability to be
Yeah.
entertaining, I think you're really in for an unpleasant surprise.
Look at the high-tech video they have.
Michael and his companion share a quick and quiet meal before bidding adieu and heading
Now,
to
so, but these relationships aren't real, though, right?
They're all fake, I think.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, let's watch To Catch a Predator. Let's bump it up.
No. Everyone knows To Catch a Predator. That's not some niche MTV show. Oh, you know what? I meant to say I do have a retraction to make from our previous episode.
Okay.
So I don't want to do. I don't want to participate in the fake news media, right? So I should correct myself. In the previous episode we did, I referred to the Manti Te'o documentary as Diplo was. I said Diplo was being interviewed in that. He was not, folks. He was not. He was actually in a Shania Twain documentary that I saw on Netflix, and I got the two of them confused because they were both so completely meaningless and not entertaining that I mixed the two of them up. But it was a Shania Twain documentary, who I like, by the way. Do you know anything about Shania Twain?
What song did she do?
She did a lot.
was
I
the
watched
big
this
one?
documentary. There's like there's several. I Feel Like a Woman. There's You're Still the One.
Oh yeah, she was like kind of country, right?
Yeah, she's Canadian country, right?
yeah.
So I wanted to watch this documentary because I was hoping that I would hear about. She had a very insane cheating scandal, right? So she was married to this guy who was also her producer, and they did all these hits together. They made all this music together. And he was, I mean, just so hideous, just tragic looking, right?
Yeah.
She's beautiful, stunning woman. And they get married. And then she finds out that he's cheating on her with her best friend, her assistant, her right-hand woman.
Damn.
And she finds this out from the right-hand woman's husband. And he comes to her and says, hey, my wife is cheating on me with your husband.
Did they then have sex?
Then they got together.
Fuck yeah, that's
and
cool.
now they're married. They're still married, right? And he's so good looking, which is crazy because his wife was very ugly and her husband was very ugly. And then the two uggos got together, right? And decided to be together. And then the two good looking people. And so it was very serendipitous that it happened this way.
Sounds like, win-win.
Yeah, it was really the way nature intended it to be. Yeah. But clearly they just got it switched and they made that adjustment. So, but I thought that the documentary would detail this in some regard because and so we were watching it. And of course, we get nowhere. Instead, I'm watching a documentary about her various musical career successes and her Lyme's disease.
Just Lyme's?
Dude, once you have $20 million, you have Lyme's.
I like calling it just by the first one. Like if you have
just
Crohn's,
Lyme's?
just like you have Crohn's?
Yeah, Lyme's.
You have Lyme's? Yeah.
Well, the thing is if you have Lyme's disease, it's actually kind of a rite of passage because it means that you have anywhere from $15 to $20 million at a minimum.
I thought
right?
this meant you walk through high grass at some point.
No. Only if you have money and you walk through the high grass.
Oh,
See, the ticks, they discriminate against the poor,
Okay.
or they're just like populists that attack the rich, and they only will bite you. You can only contract Lyme's if you have a significant net worth or an offshore bank account somewhere. It's for people with a lot of money and not a whole lot of adversity.
Yeah.
It's maybe a disease of the mind. Now, it's kind of not confirmed.
Oh, doesn't it make you like lethargic all the time?
It's
like you don't want to get up?
It's a catch-all for any mysterious.
Yeah.
This is going to be very controversial. Listen, I can be persuaded otherwise. If you have Lyme's disease and you have if you have Lyme's disease and you don't have over $1 million, please let me know. And actually, $1 million is really, really under. Like you really have a lot more than that if you have Lyme's disease because it's a disease of the mind. Of the mind. In my opinion. I'm no doctor, folks, but I think that Lyme's disease, there's a little bit of quackery going on there, right? Hedonism could be a disease of the mind. Boredom, perhaps.
Yeah.
A lack of... see, the thing is...
Depression, anxiety.
Once your career in because a lot of people in entertainment, they have Lyme's suddenly. There's some sort of autoimmune disease. There's something that takes over their body. And I'm not saying that there's not something happening with them. There could be a thyroid issue. There could be a gland issue. Maybe it is Lyme's disease. Again, I don't know. Look up Lyme's disease. There was something I actually watched on Katie Couric. Yeah, here we go. Is this it? Here we go.
Today's big conversation is about Lyme disease. Most doctors say it can be treated with
Lyme
a
or
few
Lymes?
weeks of antibiotics.
Who cares?
But there are some patients with unexplained symptoms who claim traditional treatments haven't worked for them. It's led to a controversial
she follows me on Twitter.
Katie Couric?
Yeah.
Lyme disease.
She likes my tweet where I was shitting all over Joy Behar, so they must have some sort of beef.
Oh, they got beef, dude.
She obviously hates her so much that she followed me.
You're one of Katie Couric's shooters.
shooters?
Yeah,
I mean, she's a
shooters out
fraud
here.
like the rest of them.
I had a flu bug, an odd flu bug with my muscles and joint aches and pains and an odd rash. I had that for about a week, and my right arm just
I take it back. This woman probably doesn't have that much money.
Nothing.
Oh, look at that
6 hours
kitchen.
later,
Look at
my
that.
other arm started to
No, she might.
I continued to get
Oh, well, this
wow.
is sad.
Okay.
Well, see, now I'm an asshole, right?
This is all in her head. Okay, this electric wheelchair. It's the chair talking. Look at her.
Okay,
Bullshit.
this is see now
She's
I
lying.
can't air this.
No,
Go
no,
to the part
you know
where
what?
they talk
You're
about
right,
it with the
Ida.
doctors.
You're
I
fucking
can't
right.
look at
that
this.
neck brace is bullshit,
This is
dude.
fucked up,
All that
dude.
weight loss in that neck brace, that's bullshit, Ida. You're fuck these people. God.
I'm not saying she's not suffering from something.
You know, she's suffering from overinflated ego and attention-seeking, behaviors.
I think you're suffering from that, John. I think you've just
Dumb-
contracted Lyme's disease.
Dumbass.
I think you've just been bitten by a tick
I've been bitten by. I've never had a tick.
because you don't have $15 million.
True. I've walked through a lot of high
You don't have an
grass.
entire acre of land to just,
I think she
roam
got
around
it.
in.
She probably got it, and like when she was filming like a music video, she's like walking through a wheat field. And she's like, I feel like woo.
She got it whenever she got a check in the mail for $3 million. That's when she got it. It's nature's way of
You
balancing
can
out
hug
society.
your children, you dumb bitch. Just stop being such an attention-seeking sack of shit,
Jesus,
and
John.
you'd be able to hug your fucking children.
Hey, relax,
Okay?
Andrew Tate. Hey, can we fast forward a little bit to
Lyme's
the part where we
disease is
talk to the
fake.
doctors? Because I really don't. This particular woman, I feel for her, but I just don't. Yeah, let's go to
What do you
like.
put on a little vest and get in a wheelchair because you got Lyme's disease. It's fake.
Dr. Richard Horowitz is of the International Lyme and Associated Diseases Educational Foundation. He's also the author of Why Can't I Get Better? Solving the Mystery of
Oh,
Lyme
he's
and
also the
Chronic
author of the book we're
Disease.
promoting
Dr.
on today's
Horowitz, I
episode.
was shocked to see the fury on both sides of this debate. What is
I
chronic
like
Lyme
that they
disease
did
exactly?
platform two different.
From my perspective,
props to
chronic
Katie
Lyme
here.
disease needs to be redefined because the patients who come to
Redefined,
me, they
because it's
don't
not
just
real.
have Lyme disease.
He's kind of talking like
They have a
Andrew Tate.
multi-systemic illness, meaning they have joint pain, muscle pain that moves around their body and migrates, tingling, numbness, and burning that comes and
It's like
goes,
you're
memory
lying.
problems.
You're a
But
liar.
they don't just have Lyme. The patients who come to me have multiple tick-borne co-infections.
Oh, multiple.
They have parasites like Babesia. They have cat scratch disease,
What
Ehrlichia,
the fuck is cat scratch
Anaplasma,
disease? What
Rocky
turn of the
Mountain
century
spotted
bullshit
fever.
is that?
You can get one tick bite and get multiple organisms into your body, and it overwhelms the immune system. And the vast majority of my patients have had these multiple infections. If you come into a doctor's office with 16 nails in your foot complaining of foot pain, and the doctor pulls out 2 nails and he asks how you're doing, and you say, I still have foot pain, that doesn't mean the treatment for Lyme was ineffective. It means you didn't find all the nails.
Pause
And
this.
that's what my book outlines.
But see, the thing is that a doctor, a board-certified physician, would find all of the nails, right? He would do an X-ray, and he would see that there's 16 nails in your foot, and then he would proceed to taking. Yeah, it's a bad analogy because it's a fake thing. Because he's fake.
Indeed.
He's fake. No, and it might not even be fake, but this guy's your advocate. Let's keep playing this. I'm telling you, there's.
Is the 16 different points of why people stay ill with this disease.
Dr. John Halpern is still with us. And Dr. Halpern, I know that the majority of people in the medical community don't believe that chronic
This looks like the
Lyme
beginning of
disease
Scanners.
is a real condition. Why is that the case?
Says a lot. Go back. This is important.
The majority of people in the medical community don't believe that chronic Lyme disease is a real condition. Why is that the case?
The problem we have is that we base the diagnosis of Lyme disease on objective fact. And in most of these people, there is very little evidence to support that diagnosis using widely used and widely accepted testing. The other thing is that in terms of treatment response, when I was in medical school, we would do much like what you said, which is you treat the patient, you see they respond, and you say, aha. Nowadays, we use a much more scientific method of controlled studies.
Coming up, Daniel Radcliffe.
I thought this dude's name was Daniel Radcliffe. I was like, what?
There's no evidence that the treatment actually helps the situation. So we don't argue that this state doesn't exist. It definitely does, and it definitely needs a full history and physical, as Dr. Horowitz explained. I think you're absolutely right on that. But jumping to the conclusion that it's all these infections is something that's unproven, unestablished.
These tests are not reliable. They're not as reliable as what Dr. Halpern is saying. The medical literature has shown it's about 50-50.
If in fact there are a number of infections that can emanate from a tick bite, Are they testing for all these different kinds of infections that could exist?
Who can afford one blood panel, let alone 300 tests to figure out if the right tick got you to classify as Lyme's disease? I want to know where the ticks are.
I sleep in a bed
Where
of
are the
mosquitoes.
ticks? Huh?
I get bitten by bugs constantly.
You have bed bugs?
No, I sleep in there's like 14 mosquitoes running rampant in my room right now. Because my landlord has no screens on the windows.
You gotta get that taken care of, John.
I'm suing him.
I
Anyway,
used to get very offended that mosquitoes wouldn't bite me. I thought there was something wrong with it. It was like my female brain. I was like, what's wrong with me?
Really?
Yeah, why don't mosquitoes bite me?
Weird. That is some
No, I'm
woman
happy
brain
they don't.
shit.
I'm
Yeah.
happy they don't. But part of me is like, what's so bad about my blood? Like, what, are they not attracted to me?
I think there is like some blood types that don't attract mosquitoes.
Well, anyways, I didn't like that they rejected me. Like I was just another contestant on Date My Mom.
I think you need to see somebody and talk about that. If you're afraid of being rejected by mosquitoes,
It's just the Lyme's disease. It's making me.
It's the
It's
Lyme's
making,
disease,
making me
yeah.
crazy. Well, so wait, what were you saying? You have 15 mosquitoes.
Well, I
in your
mean,
room?
how many bugs do we
Squatting
get bitten
rates?
by daily? It's like how come what the fuck? Why is it the ticks are like the magic bug that bites you and you
Well,
get
I'll tell you
15,000
why.
things?
I'll tell you why. Because once there's a certain lull in your career, you need a scandal or you need an autoimmune disease. Now, I also think it's a possibility that maybe we look into where these ticks are congregating. Perhaps they have, commandeered Nobu Malibu, right? And so they're really just running rampant on all the clientele at Nobu Malibu. Perhaps they hide in unsuspecting places, like inside a Wagyu steak. Maybe they pop out of Fred Siegel in WeHo. Out of nowhere, I was like, hey, here I am. Eat the rich. Eat the rich.
Christ.
And they do eat the rich.
Yeah.
Maybe
Lyme's-
they're all big AOC supporters. the
Ticks are Antifa, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No, the ticks want stimulus checks now.
Yeah.
They
want it.
They're not going to take it anymore.
They want a 4-hour workday.
4-hour workday. They want to have
$60 an hour.
They want to have exposure on the new Shania Twain Netflix documentary.
Yeah. Oh, his protocols have been
His
effective.
protocols have been effective. You
What
know
is
what I don't
Jurassic
like? What I
Park?
don't like though is that Katie has this man sitting on the couch, and then the guy speaking actual rationale, he's in the fucking audience.
Well, have you seen Scanners? I need to. I said this earlier. There's this great movie scene where a man who's speaking from the audience, and the man and they're talking. They're two doctors, and the man in the audience goes, "Scan me," and then the dude.
Audience like on a talk show?
Yeah, it's like an open panel, and there's like a guy behind the desk and on the stage, and there's a guy in the audience, and then they do battle with each other's minds, and then the dude behind the desk, his head explodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
This is
so what
this
does that have
reminds
to
me
do
of.
with this?
I think there's something to like illegitimize, like the bad guy sits in the audience.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Katie Couric is platforming this quack on her couch.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing. Let me clarify. I don't think that Western medicine is the be-all, end-all. Let me clarify for the people that are gonna, probably nobody.
I need a little bit more for this.
I just think that Western medicine has a lot of flaws, right? I understand that. However, there are a certain set of rules that we should follow.
Yeah.
Right? Scientifically. Now, again, I'm no scientist, but I know that there perhaps were a little bit of there was something missing with just ancient Chinese medicine too. And that's where Western medicine comes in. I don't think that we understand all the mysteries of the human body. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff that science has yet to figure out. Like why you need $30 million to get a tick to be interested in you. I don't know why. I think maybe it is real. Maybe there is something to it. I don't understand why you have to, I just don't understand why you have to be so rich to get this. I just want to see someone who works at Panda Express, right? I want to see an average, everyday, hardworking, low-wage worker. I want to see somebody that's relatable contract Lyme's disease. And then maybe I'll believe in this.
Like a dude working at Radio Shack.
What's going
on? There's an argument happening next door. Hold on. This
let's
is
just
fun.
really
This is
quiet
being
down
really.
here.
This is gonna be fun.
I was going to say we should pause this.
Oh, no. Don't pause it. Why would you pause it?
No, you're right. This is great content.
This is really good content.
Fuck Lyme's disease.
So we have an Airbnb right next door to us.
You keep the folks occupied while I listen.
Yeah, listen in. I'm going to be right here. So anyways, Ida's, toss you your phone. Oh, camera connection lost. There you go, Stu. Give Stu the phone. Get outside. Go outside. Knock on their door. Oh,
maybe they heard us eavesdropping.
They heard us stop talking, and they were like, well, now we have to stop talking. I heard her say, you always blank. I don't remember. I didn't hear anything else.
Right.
Yeah, she's pissed.
Dude, she's so pissed.
She's fucking furious.
What was he doing?
So I heard.
Honestly, it's tame. It's
I heard
kind
it
of.
is tame.
It's kind
I
of
heard
really
him say,
not
I'm
anything.
not arguing with you. I apologize to you, and
Right. Yeah. There's no cops coming.
No, there's no. That sucks, dude.
God damn it.
I remember. I think they're just loud. Maybe from New York or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're from New York.
I don't think so. There's a
From
little vocal
Boston.
fry. Yeah, that's too much vocal.
I can't believe we heard that through our headphones.
I know.
Let's get them on the pod.
Right.
We got 2 extra
Yeah,
mics
that'll
here.
be
2 extra.
good.
Be
Yeah,
like,
that'll be
"Get
great
in
for the
here. What are you
reviews, right?"
apologizing for, buddy?
Yeah.
Get in here.
You call me buddy.
I go, buddy.
What are you apologizing for,
What are you apologizing for, buddy? Get in here. Have a honey bun.
What is it with you and honey buns, dude?
Honey buns are good. I haven't had one in years. Do you remember getting Texas cinnamon rolls?
What?
The big Texan?
No.
It's like a honey bun, but it's a cinnamon roll and it's huge.
Oh, in Texas?
It gives you heartburn. No, I think it's just called the
makes you
big
harder?
Texas. No,
It's
no,
just
it,
an
no, it
interesting
gives you
Freudian slip.
heartburn.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyways, folks. What other MTV shows should we kind of I like this nostalgic kind of turn.
Chris Pontius. MTV Cribs.
Let's do a little MTV Cribs.
MTV
What are we
Cribs.
doing?
Just
Put
do
it in
Chris Pontius. Just through 30 seconds of Chris Pontius.
What are we not doing Mariah Carey's episode?
We'll do
for?
Mariah Carey. We'll do the full one after Chris Pontius.
The thing is we might not even do Mariah Carey because everyone's seen that one. Who even is Chris Pontius?
He was the guy from Jackass. It was the best MTV Cribs ever. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
This
sure it's the
rock.
best one
Click
ever.
it.
I'm sure
Click
his
it.
house is
Turn
decorated
it on, Stu.
beautifully. Remember Pimp My Ride?
Yeah.
I love that.
Hi, I'm Chris Pontius. Welcome to my crib. I've been between houses
Whatever
for
happened to
about 11
Pontiacs?
years, so
Pontiac.
just listen to this.
So Pontiac was the
We're
racing
gonna
division
start
of
off with the living
GM,
room.
and then they started making minivans,
The
and
first
nobody
thing I'd
liked
like to
that.
show
So
you is
then
my
it
Jesus
went
cross.
bankrupt.
Okay.
I'm not religious, but
They were
I figure
featured
He's the
a lot of
coolest
people
fucking
are.
guy on planet
And
Earth.
so I just keep this up so people won't break into my car. But it doesn't always work.
I used to
I
do
have a
that.
security system built into my car.
A security
The
system in
past-
this
Got a
thing.
crowbar. Oh, don't they have? He has his porno back there.
I got a little sick the other day when we were driving. Puked everywhere, all over my CDs.
This is Johnny Cash CDs, you sicko.
Oh, I think at one point he pulls out a Playboy or something.
Right here, we were driving the other day. And
Playboy.
Yeah, that was another thing.
Ooh.
Porno mags back in the day. Stu, were you old
Stop
enough for porno
asking
mags?
Stu what he did. You stop trying to bring Stu into the
I'm trying to
mix.
make Stu in
Let
here.
him focus on his job here.
that I wear on Jackass. This is my jockstrap, Chief Roberts headdress. These are my
Yep.
fairy wings.
It's right before he storms the Capitol.
Headband, 1984.
I'm bored. This is his Cribs episode? What is this?
It rocks.
His car is his Cribs episode? What is it supposed to be some
It's that
joke?
old used condom he pulled out.
John, this is a terrible suggestion.
Oh, whatever. All right, throw on Mariah Carey.
This is the worst.
Just edit it out.
Go to Mariah Carey, please. Chris Pontius.
I love Chris Pontius. He's so nice. Have you seen his Instagram?
No, I'm sure he's
just
a
like
lovely man.
He's like, I make mango smoothies and I love you all.
This is an iconic episode right here. Go to the 25-minute one.
Get ready to ring that doorbell because you're about to see a special edition of Cribs devoted to the one and only Miss Mariah Carey. Come on in. For a full and
She looks
fabulous
so
30
good in
minutes,
this
tag along with
episode.
Mariah in her palatial penthouse in true superstar fashion.
I have been
She really knew how to command the audience here. She got into the bathtub completely naked. She
What?
looked incredible. Oh yeah, dude. Look at that. The thing is her home isn't even outdated. Like it is, but it isn't.
When I come in here, it's just like I relax, don't do anything.
She knew exactly
for a
what she was
little
doing.
while, tell the world, leave me alone.
and get the true meaning of the term walk-in closet.
This is the shoe room. The style that I favor would be a high stiletto, and the brand that I favor would be whoever's gonna stick to that motif.
I still know every line.
MTV to bring some glitz and
The
glamour
number of
into
times
your
I've seen
crib,
this,
as
dude.
only we know how to do.
She tells the story of when she looks out over the New York skyline and remembers her dreams as a little kid. It's honestly inspiring stuff here, folks.
Oh, that boy George on the episode.
Oh yeah, dude. Cribs. This is where the magic happens. All right, we got it. It's a great show. This was a phenomenal show. Punked was amazing. You
Let's
didn't
just-
like Punked, John?
Let's get it.
Huh?
What the best MTV show of all time? What is it?
I can't.
There's a
choose.
right answer.
If
You
you, say
know
if you say
exactly.
Jersey Shore,
It is Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore.
Jersey what?
Dude, I'm
Dude.
a mess. Listen, it's
Dude.
just Jersey Shore. It's
I love how he immediately starts having a speech impediment the second he brings up Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
I wonder if that's a coincidence.
Jersey Shore.
It is not the best TV
Is
show ever. You've been
Jersey
radicalized by
Shore-
Jordan.
Jersey Shore may be the top 10 TV shows of all time.
You've been radicalized by J-Lo.
No, I've watched
Jordan Lopez.
I've watched every Jersey Shore episode.
We all have.
Like
What do you think?
twice or three times.
You know what? This is an American show.
Dude, the
John.
Italian
We've all seen
season
it.
when Situation is
When
off
he breaks
his
his
fucking
head.
rocker
Yeah, he
off
slams his head.
Oxycontins.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Oh my god.
Listen, your opinion
Phenomenal.
is good. It's fine. All right, it's fine. It's predictable.
No.
You're not wrong.
I'm right.
It was great television.
It's one of the
To
best.
say that it's the best
of all time.
television show on MTV though is a stretch.
If you sat me down, this is gonna piss you the fuck off. If you sat me down
Yeah.
and you were like, John, what's a better thing? What's a better thing? Jersey Shore, Breaking Bad. Without hesitation, Jersey Shore.
Well, that's a clinically insane thing to say.
I knew you'd say that.
First of all, you can't even compare scripted and reality television, right?
Just did.
I think part of what makes Jersey Shore great is that we didn't think it was scripted. I
It
still
wasn't
don't. I still
scripted.
don't think it was
It
scripted.
wasn't
But what if
scripted.
you find out that it was scripted? What would happen?
I'd say it was better written than fucking Breaking Bad.
That's just untrue. What about Big Brother? You ever get into British reality TV?
It's weird. They're always getting naked. And they're always banging, and I don't know who's on it. And it's always like Big Brother celebrity edition, and then it's like here we have Tommy Townsend, and he's like, you ever go to a country or you ever watch foreign TV or something, and you see like a concert with like a singer, and there's like 50,000 fucking people in the audience, and you're like,
Yeah,
I have
like
no
Woodstock
idea
99?
I have no idea who this is.
No.
I have no idea. It's like the Yuma guy, and he's got like 50,000
I don't
people.
even know who that is.
The Yuma, hey. Yuma.
What do you know? I
Anyway,
don't.
so but yeah, that's whenever I watch like British TV shows, like, and they'll do like a talk show or like Big Brother, and it's like celebrities.
Yeah.
And they have like celebrities. I have no idea who the fuck they are.
Well, I think that's just because you're really not plugged into that world.
Turn on Big Brother,
Is Stu
England.
texting right now?
Dude, I swear to God, Stu, you better get your shit together. I was about to fucking flip, dude.
What if I just turned into Donald Trump?
You're like, no, you turned into fucking Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder.
Thunder? You really
God,
are.
I fucking
mean,
suck ass
oh my
tonight,
God.
dude. Jesus Christ. I think my cognitive abilities are just going down the drain.
Between Andrew Tate
Yeah,
and Jersey
Andrew
Shore,
Tate.
your brain just couldn't take it anymore, huh?
Jeez, there's steam coming out of my ears.
You know
right
what it
now.
is?
What?
You know what it is?
What?
It's the goddamn tick in this room.
Oh, you have Lyme disease.
You have Lyme's disease.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what that means?
Oh, I got to check
you
my
know what
bank
that
account
means?
real quick.
One of us just won the lottery. One of us just won the lottery
Do you
and
play
you
the
lost
lottery?
your ability to speak.
Do you play the lottery?
Of course not.
Okay, good.
Kidding me?
I don't know
Do
what
I
you
play
do.
the lottery?
I don't know what you do day
Who
to
knows?
day.
Maybe I'll start. You know what it is? Go to there's an Andrew Tate interview. Not to go back to this idiot, but he did this interview on Anthony Pompliano's podcast.
In America, chess is quite big in the schools, and obviously I had my father as a coach who would take me to tournaments, all these things. I lost my...
So you played a
Father
lot
was
as
a coach.
I was state chess champion age 5 in Indiana, the under-16s. I was the youngest to ever win it.
Wait, hold on. At 5 years old, you were the Indiana State chess champion.
In the under-16s, yeah. So I was the youngest to ever win it.
Do we have any
so
proof
I
of
was
this?
I was on the way to becoming a grandmaster.
Did you fact check
watch,
this?
Queen's Gambit? I'm assuming everyone's
Oh,
asked
here
you
we
about
go.
this.
I haven't watched it because I believe it's feminist Hollywood garbage that is propagating the
Propagating.
demise of masculinity amongst the population. So sorry to
That's
give you
what it's
a
Look at his
Jones
smirk.
answer,
This is a very
but the
put-on
answer is
accent.
No, because it's just feminist garbage and it ain't true.
Did he do an interview like in 2018?
This is all fake.
Is there anything that he,
He was
ever
on.
did?
He was on the race across. He was on a reality show back in the day.
Called what?
The 21-year-old Tate. There we go. Yeah. Look at how he looks back then.
21-year-old
He looks like a sperm.
Anglo-American Andrew Tate is a straight-talking entrepreneur with his own advertising company.
Entrepreneur.
I'm very mentally strong. If I want to achieve something, I will achieve it because I've never been in a situation in my life
Oh,
so
he's
far.
so hideous.
in my
Oh, you really start to
21 years,
understand
I really
everything
want
when you
something
see this.
He got that mole removed too.
What was that part of when John Candy said an Uncle Buck? He's like, "Hey, here's a quarter."
Here's a quarter. Go downtown
Why
and
don't
have a
you go
rat gnaw
downtown?
that thing off your face. That's one of the greatest lines ever.
Absolutely. Oh my God, I love that you knew that.
I love Uncle Buck.
You redeemed yourself from your Jersey Shore opinion, John.
Remember when
and
he?
we're back.
Remember when he had he goes, "You see this hatchet?
But that's why
It's so sharp I could shave one."
He was so funny, dude.
He's great. The big pancakes.
R.I.P. John Candy.
Yeah, he's great.
Oh, what an icon. Him and Home Alone in the polka van.
Yeah.
Like, just what a legend.
This is where everyone else is. Yeah, all right. I'm not bad. How are you?
Yeah, all right.
He really looks like a rodent.
British
he really
people
looks like a
do greet
rodent.
each other.
I don't even buy that he's British, dude. He's not even. I don't even think he's part of the human race. I don't know what this guy is.
Andrew.
Oh, his neck is so long. It's very awkward.
Yeah, he's got
You
long
understand.
limbs and such.
Lack of proportionality in the body can bring about a lot of mental psychosis and delusions of grandeur. It's unfortunate, really. It's a malady that people have yet to really understand, similar to that of Lyme's disease.
Another night of extravagance.
I just had never even heard about this guy until like 3 days ago.
That's wild.
And suddenly I was like, who the fuck do I have to look into this guy now?
No, you got to listen to this guy talk about sushi.
Hey.
And he's sitting around.
Imagine your big take being that sushi's
Kickboxing.
bad, and then your
Kickboxing.
idea that you have all this money. Get out of here.
Yes, it rains in tropical countries. Why you gotta look like a sad sack?
I don't even care.
Stop
about
walking
him.
around like a sad sack.
When he was 21 years
Would you
old.
like to know how much a room is for 2 people? How much money for?
You got a
does
TV crew
anyone
there,
speak
they're gonna give you the
English?
highest price.
No.
This is about to get really racist really quickly, isn't it? Yeah, well.
You tell the TV crew to leave.
We
Go
understand.
inside.
We're good on Andrew.
I used to haggle for hotel rooms.
Oh, did you?
Oh God, yeah.
You know who else did
I got
that?
a 3-star hotel room in Cambodia for like $10 a night.
You know who else did that?
What?
Andrew Cunanan.
Who's Andrew Cunanan?
He killed Gianni Versace.
Oh, he'd haggle for hotel rooms?
Yep. And I
Smart.
think that's where he was staying when he killed him.
He was like, listen, I won't get the continental breakfast. Just take $70 off a night.
It was something like that. It was
Yeah.
he pretended to be Parisian. It was very elaborate.
really? He was
yeah,
like,
it was
"I
a
am-
great show,
I
the
keep
Ryan
the-"
Murphy show. It was American Crime Story. You ever see American Crime Story?
No,
Do you watch any television?
rarely.
Why is that?
Just not interested in it. Usually when I have downtime, I don't like to have downtime.
You don't. You
I don't
really
like that
you're
downtime.
someone that doesn't really like to be alone. Is that right?
No, I like to be alone, but I like to be alone doing something. I don't like to be alone sitting in my couch.
With your thoughts.
No, I like to be alone with my thoughts doing something. Like if
Well,
I'm
how-
hiking or if I'm out in nature or if I'm somewhere, it's very easy for me to be alone. I don't like to be alone on my couch.
Are you really
watching
alone
TV.
if you're in nature and you're with the leaves and the trees? You're kind of alone,
Yeah, I
but,
take-
but you're
you
still
know.
distracted.
I like to. It's I was. Here's the other thing. I was like alone for the last like 3 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't do much,
Mhm.
and yeah, so I'd have a lot of alone time. I'm fine being alone. I
Do
just
you
prefer
enjoy
not
it?
to be.
Okay. See, that's the
But
thing.
the thing is like I don't like. I like to be. The thing is it's not that I have to be with other people. I like to be working.
You need to be occupied.
I need to be occupied. That is what it is.
Doesn't that get exhausting?
It can be, but it's very rewarding.
What's your idea of just complete downtime? What's your idea of that?
Here's the other thing, Ida, that you don't know about me. I vacation fucking hard. And by that,
Yeah, but that's another to
you
do.
put me on a beach.
That's another to do.
You put me on a beach, I'm not leaving the fucking beach. I'm
Being at the
laying
beach is a
down,
big to do.
I'm dipping in the pool. I'm hitting that buffet.
All right.
I'm fucking drinking the pina colada.
But you can't be alone. See, that's not being
What are you
alone.
talking about?
But that's not being alone.
What are you talking about?
Can
What do you
you
want me to
sit
sit
on
in my
your-
room and just not do any? Well, who wants to do that?
Not do anything, but I don't know.
I watch. Here's the deal. I'll
Watch
probably,
TV,
I'll probably give
read,
myself,
whatever it is.
I probably have 30 minutes to an hour of
Stare
alone
at the
time a
wall.
day.
That's it?
Yeah, where I watch like a YouTube guy, like
30 to an hour a day?
pretty much. Yeah,
What a huge deficit you're
I
at.
do jujitsu.
Oh my
well,
God, what
that's
a
not
massive
counting
deficit.
I love taking showers.
If I don't have like 6 hours alone to myself a day.
Oh, no, that's a lie.
I
That's
swear
a lie.
to God.
That's a lie. I will literally like sit on the floor of my bathroom while a shower's running and just chill.
That's what?
Yeah,
You
I
just
love doing
waste
that.
water
Yeah.
in California?
Fuck yeah. I let it steam up. I started a fire this way.
What do you do? Pray while
I started
you
an
wait?
electrical fire. I had the steamer on
Wait,
so hot
what?
and for so long. I started an electrical fire. Well,
That's so wasteful, John.
The vent, the exhaust vent wasn't permitted, but it
Don't you
wasn't
have
my
to pay
fault.
for the water? Don't you have a water
No,
bill?
that's the other thing. I hate my landlord. He pays the water bill, so I just let that bitch run.
Just depleting our natural resources.
No, we're not. Fucking
aren't we in a
fucking
drought or
you know,
something?
what the fucking Arrowhead water bottle company's doing, 10%. But I don't. It's not that I don't like being, because there's tons of times where I'm alone. I like being alone. I like being alone on my terms.
See, this is why you romanticize going to the woods. You're going to nature because I think it's the closest idea you have to being truly alone. But you're really not alone, even in that situation. You're still in a situation where
I
you're
would love to
not
be in a cabin
completely
alone.
relaxed.
I would love to be in a cabin alone
Why not in your home alone?
because I don't like my home that much. I'm very unsatisfied. Like I
What
want
about
my
when?
own
What
place.
about in an ideal situation? Let's say you live in a place that you really enjoy living in. Do you still prefer to be alone, or do you still prefer to be around other people, or then do you choose to have
I
some
always
solitude?
would like to have a good woman.
Okay, but I'm saying, forget romance. I'm just saying,
That's
do you?
the deal. All I need is a lady, and I'm good.
When do you have a chance to like come to a conclusion of what you think about things, or what you? When do you have a chance to really reflect?
I do it in the moment while I'm fucking kicking ass. and
What about
doing tons of
zonking
shit.
out? You ever want to just zonk out and watch TV and not have to answer a single person, not look at your fucking
I've done that.
phone,
I've
not
done that.
answer your texts?
Been there, done that for years. Tired of it.
Tired of it. I
Tired
just
of
don't
it.
believe that you've ever done that.
Tired of it.
I can't imagine you just being alone and by yourself.
I don't like
really,
to zonk out because nothing really. Here's the other thing. How much TV interests me?
It's not even just TV. Just crack open a book, whatever it is, magazine.
I'll read. I have a Kindle I haven't used in a while.
Kindle. What are you, 55?
Yeah, I got the.
The only people that use Kindles,
I
I
got
run.
like the $300 Kindle.
I feel like
It's
Kindles
loaded
are
up
for
with
people
books.
that are 65 or older.
Yeah, I like to drive. I like to take drives. I love to take drives.
Okay, I like that
take drives
too.
alone. I listen to podcasts or music.
Now it costs $900 to take a drive. But
If I have alone time, I somehow turn it productive. I have like projects I'm doing, and I'll call
Sure.
people and check in on it.
that's good.
I like to keep in touch with people that
Okay.
I consider important in my life. So if I have downtime, I'll rather do that than
I
sit
do that
around
with
and not
my
do it.
mom, but
Why would I-
barring that, I don't
Well,
really.
there's-
I'm not really
there's-
checking in
There's
to see
several
how everyone's
people.
doing.
There's several people that I can't be in contact with physically that I check in with.
What does that mean? What are you, a restraining order?
No, like I have like a guy. He's like an older brother to me. He lives in Providence, Rhode Island. So I'll call him occasionally.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I'll call my mom. I call my dad.
And then you have a friend, Nepalese friend that you have to check in and
Nepalese
make
friend.
sure how they're doing on the other side of the country.
Yeah, I got the
or on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
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 Is there anything we left out? Is there anything that we have
No.
failed to? I feel like.
I gotta be up at 7 a.m. I gotta be up in 6.5 hours.
Well, that's not my problem, John. You're the one that jam packs your day with human interaction.
Here's the deal, and you guys need to respect me.
What about Trump? Do we any updates on the Trump
I'm so
stuff?
tired of Mar-a-Lago. No, we're not gonna have updates on that for a while. But let's just say the biggest update is this is the biggest mistake the Democratic Party's ever made in their
Oh,
lives.
you think so? Before we
God,
go,
yeah.
just unpack that a bit before we head out.
You know this is politically motivated. There's no way the FBI is in a bunch of fucking MSNBC liberals that went to Yale. Don't give me that shit.
No, listen,
Yeah.
I'm sure it is politically motivated, but what do you think is the end game here? Just to get him
They're
to
trying
not
to
win
put
the
him in
presidential election?
prison. They're trying to put him in prison because they think if bad man we're gonna get that bad man.
I don't think
that's what it is.
Here's the problem. They can't put him in prison, John, because if they do, they know as well as we do that makes us a third world country. The second you start imprisoning former presidents,
Exactly.
then you're in a banana republic.
They don't see it that way because
I think they do see it that
what
way.
What they're doing is also
they need
know
him
the second
out
they
and
go-
about so that they have profit margins on their failing news networks. If he's in prison, You know, what are they going to talk about every day? How he got shanked by a battalion
No,
of
he just
of
built his own prison,
psychos?
like fucking Pablo Escobar. But
Yeah, Donald
the,
Trump escaping.
Yeah,
He would
Donald Trump,
escape probably.
I'm
He's a
gonna have
very
a prison in Key West.
yeah, I'm in a prison. It's called West Palm Beach,
Yeah,
Florida.
they
It's a horrible place. What is going on?
I hope to God they're hearing me talk right now, and they're like thinking, "What the fuck's going on over there?"
Dude, I think they're barking.
Shut the fuck up. What if that's like some
Dude,
new
is
like
that
fucking
some sort
meds?
of foreplay? To just start barking?
Oh, you know where you really hear it is that fucking wall over there. When I lived there, I heard some gnarly sex. Everyone who's lived in that room has had to deal with hearing some weird shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, folks, we thank you for listening, and we wish you all the luck in the world.
Good night.